I'm Mandy. Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. Today we're making twice cooked beef, 回锅牛肉. It's easy and so delicious that I guarantee you're gonna love it. So the root of this dish goes back to ancient Chinese traditions when families would boil large cuts of meat as offerings during the ancestral rituals and festivals. After the ceremony, the meat will be cooked again to eat, so nothing goes to waste. Over time, this simple practice evolved into the dish that we know today. You can use any cut of beef as long as it's good for braising. Cut the meat into big chunks and place it in a stock pot along with 2 liters of water. Turn the heat to medium and bring this to a boil uncovered. Once it comes to a boil, skin off all the scum by using a fine sieve. This helps to get rid of the gamey, beefy flavor, so the soup will come out with a clean look and taste. Now, we can add 2 to 3 inches of ginger, crushed, 3 scallions, I tied them into knots, 2 star anise, 3 dried red chilies, 1.5 tablespoons of whole Sichuan peppercorns, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Turn the heat to the lowest and let it simmer for 1 to 1.5 hours. Here is the doneness you are looking for. The chopsticks should go through easily but still firm so it doesn't fall apart when you slice it later. At this point, the first cooking is done. While many people know that twice cooked pork or beef means the meat is cooked twice, very few know that after the meat is pre-cooked, it can be turned into various dishes other than twice cooked beef or pork, such as stir-fried noodles, salads, sandwich the meat into the steam buns. Even the braising broth can be turned into hearty soups. However, that is too much information to include in one video. If you're interested, follow me on my Patreon and read my full detailed post about it there. As for now, we're gonna move on to the rest of the ingredients. You will need 4 garlic shoots. They are basically the garlic plants grow out of the cloves. Sadly, I have never seen this in Asian markets in the USA, so you probably don't have access. Don't worry, you can use scallions or leeks instead. Separate the white and the green parts. Set them aside. You also need 8 dried red chilies. Cut them into short pieces using a pair of kitchen scissors. Yes, I know, it looks spicy because twice cooked dishes are Sichuan classic. They're supposed to be hot. Stir around and the seeds will go to the bottom, then you can separate. This is Sichuan doubanjiang, also known as the soul of Sichuan cuisine. It is made with fermented broad beans, chili oil, and lots of spices. Unfortunately, this is a non-skippable ingredient, so you may want to plan a trip to your local Asian market or check the link in the description to purchase it online. Besides that, I have also got 1 inch of ginger. I smashed it and diced 5 cloves of garlic, which I roughly diced as well, 1 green chili pepper and 1 red chili pepper. I just cut them into bite-sized pieces. Slice the beef thinly. I started with 500 grams, and after braising, it lost about 30% of its weight, leaving you with roughly 350 grams of cooked beef. You can store the meat in the fridge for 4 to 5 days or 4 months in the freezer, so you can definitely simmer the beef in advance and quickly finish the stir-frying right before dinner, which is perfect for a weeknight meal. Turn the heat to high and heat the wok until it is smoking hot. Add a generous amount of oil and swirl it around to create a non-stick layer. Toss in the dried red chilies, diced garlic, ginger, and the white parts of the garlic shoot, and stir for a minute. Switch the heat to medium-low. Add 1 tablespoon of Sichuan doubanjiang, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Stir continuously until the doubanjiang releases its rich aroma and red oil. Add the beef slices and pour in 2 to 3 tablespoons of water to help the flavor to infuse into the meat. I'm actually using the beef braising liquid, which is perfect here. The meat is pre-cooked, so we're just looking to reheat it quickly. 2 to 3 minutes is enough. Add the green and red chili peppers and toss in the green parts of the garlic shoots. Give everything a final mix and we are done. My family goes absolutely nuts for this dish. Whenever it hits the table, it disappears immediately and they're already asking when I will make it again. The beef is tender, yet still has a nice bite. The taste is savory, slightly spicy, with that signature Sichuan kick. The green garlic shoots add a fresh, vibrant touch that perfectly balances all the taste. I hope you give this a try soon. As always, the printable recipe link is in the description. Go check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more easy and authentic Chinese food. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!